Hello degenerates, welcome back to Worst Gacha Ever, a series where we cover new gacha releases to see how good or bad a game is, so you don't have to waste your time. Today we are playing 5 stars. We'll go over combat, gameplay, gacha, art and animation, sound, community, the shop, company behind the game, and all that stuff, and then my final thoughts. Now, before that, 5 stars is a game that you can play for free, but it includes NFTs. My review should be finished there, but I will play the game to see how good it is, to be fair to the other reviews that I will do in the future and the previous one that I did. All that said, don't forget to like and subscribe to help me grow the channel if the views are useful, and let's see how good this game is. So let's start the review talking about combat and gameplay. Now the first thing that I think it's nice, or at least a nice touch, is that the idle resources in this game actually accumulate for 24 hours. Most games go for 12 hours in order to make you enter before, right? To make you have that sensation of FOMO, of missing out. And that sucks. Like, I hate having to log in multiple times a day into a game that's a side game in order for me to get more resources. Nike, for example, does this. It only accumulates for 12 hours and it sucks because sometimes I just don't log in. I just sleep 8 hours, do something in the morning, and then I missed that 100%, right? And it's like, alright. Now, combat, map, and a lot of things you will see in the game are just an Epic 7 bootleg. There is no problem when you copy something. I don't think there's a problem you taking inspiration on being like, okay, I like Epic 7, I'm going to make something similar. The problem comes when you change absolutely nothing or add nothing of value. Your game is the same, but worse. That's what makes something bad, because it lacks personality. Now, as you will see, this is in auto right now. There's multiple skills for every character has the basic and 2 skills, one of which is the ultimate. So like Epic 7, but the animations are not up to Epic 7 level. Now, Epic 7, for those of you who haven't played, is one of the gachas that has probably the best animations for ultimate skills. Super top tier and high quality. And this game, it's not like it's bad. Let's see if they do actually win in this combat. Okay, there you go. So that's the ultimate animation. So 50-50, there's animation, but it's not super good. Something really cool too on the game is that you can access your inventory, the shop and everything anytime. Even if you are in combat, I can come here and access my equipment and see my inventory. That's nice. You know what's not nice? Are you seeing that message on the center that's been popping up since the start of the video that says, this person has acquired Axel character or Roxanne or whatever. Now, by default, that's turned on. I don't know if you can turn that off because I don't care to go to settings and find that for this game. That sucks. The only thing that creates is, again, more FOMO. People wanted to go and check in, oh, if these people are getting this character, for sure I will get one too, right? So let's go and pull. And then you go and pull and you get absolutely nothing. And that sucks. I hate when games are like this. Like, I don't care what anyone is getting. Let me play and enjoy the game and don't have a message constantly here on the middle of my screen. So now to finish this section, I want to talk about units and leveling them up. You don't need to spend resources because they will level while in combat. So it's pretty nice. When a combat finishes, you will gain experience, right? Like a normal RPG. I think that's something that more games should do, so we don't spend like a lot of resources just to level our units up. So that's everything I have to say about combat and gameplay. Let's move into the next section, which, let me check here my script, it's going to be gacha and raids. So let's talk about gachas, raid, pooling characters and resources, premium resources. So in terms of premium resources, we have these free and paid gems. They are actually pretty generous. I've been playing for like 5-6 hours, maybe a little bit more. But I have 43,000 and every multi it's 3,000. So it's pretty generous, but it comes with a caveat that we'll see now. Something really nice, it's also the check-in offer. There's one that's for free, just with gems. For the price of a multi, you will get 2 units, one random, and then on the 14th day, you will get an SR unit, which is the highest rarity you can get without paying. We'll get into that later. So let's actually go to summon. This is the only banner in the game. So there's only one banner. It has 300 PT. So 300 pulls will get you a random character. So there is no pickup unit. So you will get a random one when you pull 300 times. It's kinda meh, but alright. The screen to pull, it reminds me of Guardian Tales. I love that the characters are on the boxes. I love that. Now, in terms of rates, as you can see, common characters are 55%, uncommon are 35%, rare characters are 8%, and then SR characters, which is a lot of them, are 2%. I think that's pretty standard for gacha. So let's go and do some multis to see if we get anything interesting and to see how the animation looks. So let's keep pulling a little bit, just waste all my resources because I will not play this game after this, and see if I can get an SR and actually be like, okay, this is an SR, why is not... Alright, so when you pull, even if it glows yellow, it doesn't have to be an SR unit. It can be an uncommon one, so a blue one, which is super misleading and super scummy to do, in my opinion. Like, people are happy because they get this, and then they touch. Let's see if we get an uncommon. And you get this, a rare unit. Which again, it's not that it looks bad, because it looks good. But it's like, dude, why it's glowing yellow if it's a blue unit? That really sucks. So another time that it glows yellow, let's see. Oh, a blue unit, thank you, game. So, you know, that out of the way, which I think it's fun. I'm not going to be pulling for the rest. So that's animation to get characters. Super misleading because you can get blue units when it glows yellow. That it's no sense, and to me, super scummy. It's super bad. Now let's talk a little bit about the shop because there's a couple of funny things. So as I told you before on the raids, you know, to get an SR unit, there's a 2% chance. But there's actually a higher rarity, which is SSR. Now I'm guessing you can get them with the NFT thing. I haven't tried it and I will not try it, not even for the review, like fuck that. But if you go to the shop, you can actually buy one. So 5-star SSR ticket. It's one per account and it costs you $100. So I'm assuming you can only buy one per account to not fuck up their NFT market and prices and all that. So $100, more than $100, will get you an SSR unit. There's also some offers to get an SR unit for $30-40 and some resources, not worth it, and some gears for $30. Again, not worth it. Then you can buy an R unit, the blue one, for $10, one per week. So no, thank you. Now, the rest of the shop, it's in my opinion super expensive, or at least for what you are getting, it's expensive. So something that I hate too is the normal gem shop when you buy directly currency. The first time you buy, it will not give you double, so it will not give you double the amount, it will just give you some extra. So let's say people like spending $100 to get, you know, double that, and they will only get 5,000 extra instead of getting 30,000. Again, something super scammy to do, but I was not expecting much when I played an NFT game. And then we have, you know, the normal shop for the free-to-play players, which you can spend either gems or gold, which is not even worth spending anything there. So yeah, that's the shop. Super bad, super expensive, but it's an NFT game, so I was expecting it to be this expensive. So let's move into the next thing, which is actually the art, animations, and UI. So let's talk about art, animations, interface, and all that. Starting with the interface. The problem the interface has, it tries to copy Epic 7. Literally in a lot of stuff, it's like Epic 7. So that is like, okay, you copy. I don't have a problem with copying. My problem is your version, it's worse. So what are you adding extra to make it up, you know? And there's nothing added of value. So it's like, all right. Even these missions here are like Epic 7, where you get the character when you complete them. It's exactly the same. Now, talking about characters though, I want to be fair here. I think there's a pretty wide character cast in terms of, you know, the amount of units that we get. Let me go here so I can show you some of the SSR units that you can only get with money. So for example, we have Kaya here. Actually, let me show you Veronica. I think she looks pretty nice. Pretty good L2D animations overall, but you can only get this by paying. So something nice though, it's the SR units, the ones you can get, are actually pretty good looking, and you can get this just by playing. Super good looking in my opinion, but the problem is then you are playing and only see this. A chibi game, another chibi game. Now also the ultimate animations, super simple, but at least there are some animations in there. And nothing else to add to this category. Let's move into the next one, which is going to be music and sound. So in terms of music, it's another cliche fantasy soundtrack. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just there, right, to accompany the game. Not a lot of games actually try to make a good soundtrack. For example, I think Nike is doing a great job. I think Memento Mori, it's the king of soundtracks. Every character has a custom song. Well, not custom. They sometimes license music from artists, but still, a song per character, it's nuts. They even have like a Japanese and English version. So again, Memento Mori is like the king in music in the department. This game is just normal. Not bad, not good, Nothing interesting to see here. There are a lot of sounds in combat that can get annoying sometimes, and also when interacting with the stuff. So I'm happy with that. Some gachas try to not add a lot of sounds when interacting, when collecting things, and it doesn't feel rewarding. I think that adds a lot of personality, so that's good. So yeah, outside of the cutscene that you get when loading the game, which is an animation like an anime, nothing interesting here, pretty standard. So let's move into the most important thing for this review. So again, let's talk now about the community and the company, and for that, let's switch to the browser so I can show you some stuff. So there is a Facebook page in terms of the community. It's not super active, only 2,000 people like it. They have also one in Korean. I haven't checked that one, but as you can see, there's not much comments or anything that they are sharing in here. They have supposedly Discord community. I haven't been able to get that link. Even in their YouTube links, it doesn't work. So I can't say if it's going to be like a helpful community. Now, in terms of the company itself, it's a Sky People, and this is their first game. They are working on a second one, which we can go and check here on games. This is the Google page, Sky People. Again, they only have this game for now, which is 5 stars, and they are working on one more, which is Final Blade. They don't have a lot of information on this one. It's going to be a 2D real-time battle mobile action RPG. Again, no information on this. Right now, they only have 5 stars, which is the NFT game. Super good looking, but super shitty because it's NFT. Now, you can like NFTs. I've said this, I don't have problems. My problem is when I can only get something by paying. Maybe you can farm in this game for a year and get the necessary unit. If that's the case and you want to go for that, good for you, but I can't tolerate that. So all that said, what is my opinion on this game, my final thoughts, and first things first, this is an NFT game. Like, that alone, it's enough for me to not play it. If that's something you are into and you wanna play an NFT game, there's actually not many NFT gachas that are properly done. In fact, there is none. So this one is kinda polished, so you can try it, but again, not my cup of tea. That said, it could be a decent side game if it wasn't, because it's from greedy developer, Web3 developers that only care about money. Because if you make anything related to gachas with NFTs, you only care about money. You don't care about the product. Maybe sometime in the future a company will prove me wrong, but as of now, where we stand with the games released, that's the truth. And that's it, folks. If you find this type of reviews all useful, don't forget to leave a comment with what you will add in the comment section down below. You can also like and subscribe to help me grow the channel, and like always, see you in the next one.